All right, 2026 is right around the corner. And for every real estate agent out there, the big question is always the same. How do you make it a breakthrough year? I'm not just talking about a good year, I mean a truly great one. It's not about luck, it's not about hoping for a hot market, it's about having a plan. And that's exactly what we're going to build together today, the blueprint for your success. And let's just kick things off with this fundamental truth, because it is everything. Hope is not a strategy. The most successful agents, the ones you see winning year after year, they don't just hope for success, they engineer it. This one simple, powerful idea is what separates the top performers from everybody else. It's that shift from being reactive to what the market gives you to being proactive and building the business you want. So I've got to ask you, right now, what's your actual plan? If you can't answer that with some real specifics, hey, don't worry. That is exactly why we're here. We're about to move way beyond those vague goals and create a concrete, actionable roadmap for your business. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the right mindset, then we'll lay that all-important financial foundation. After that, we'll build your business engine, craft your public brand, invest in you, and finally, turn this whole plan into real action. So let's dive in. So, what is the real difference between a pretty good year and a career-defining one? Well, it really just comes down to the goals you set right now and the systems you build to actually hit them. It's all about making your success intentional, not just an accident. Okay, first things first, let's talk numbers. The foundation of any solid business plan has to start here. These vague goals like, I want to make more money, they just don't cut it. To actually grow, you need super specific production and income targets. Seriously, this part is non-negotiable. So how do we make a big, scary goal feel tangible? Simple. You break it down. Step 1. Exactly how many deals do you want to close? Let's pick a number, say 24 for the year. Okay. Step 2. What does that look like in total sales volume? Maybe that's $12 million. Step 3. What is your specific gross commission income, your GCI goal? And then, the most crucial part, you break all of that down into monthly milestones. It just makes that huge number feel so much more achievable. And you've probably heard this quote before, but it is so true for a reason. This is exactly why those monthly milestones are so incredibly important. You just can't wait until December to see if you hit your goal. When you track your numbers every single month, you can see if you're on pace and you can make quick adjustments. If you're a little behind in March, you can course correct right then, not panic in November. All right, with our financial foundation set, let's talk about the engine. What are the daily actions that are actually going to drive your business forward? This is all about your pipeline, the consistent activities of lead generation and client nurturing that create predictable, not accidental success. Now really look at this comparison because this is the critical mistake that so many agents make. They spend almost all of their energy over here on the left just chasing brand new business. It's a high effort, totally unpredictable grind. Meanwhile, the real gold mine, the path to compounding, predictable returns, is sitting right there in their database, just waiting. The key is to make lead generation a non-negotiable daily habit. And this isn't magic, it's just math. Those 10 daily calls, they're not just random cold calls, they're relationship-building conversations. Those networking events, they're chances to provide value. If you commit to these actions day in and day out, the transactions will follow. Consistency really is everything. And this chart right here, this is the result of that consistency. You see that big 40% slice? The goal is to have at least that much of your business coming from people who already know you, like you, and trust you. This is the proof that your nurturing strategy is working, and it's creating a business that literally builds on itself year after year. Okay, so we've covered the internal engine. Now let's shift our focus to your external presence. In this digital-first world we live in, your marketing and your brand are often a potential client's very first impression of you. It absolutely has to be professional, and it has to be intentional. Think of this list not as a bunch of chores, but as investments in your reputation. That modern website, that's your digital storefront. That consistent video content, that's you demonstrating your expertise 24/7. These aren't just items on a to-do list, they are strategic goals that position you as the obvious choice for clients. Now, for a really crucial shift in focus, a great blueprint needs a great architect, right? And that architect is you. Your skills, your knowledge, and your energy are without a doubt the most important assets in your entire business. And you have to start investing in yourself accordingly. in an industry that is changing faster than ever. I mean, with new tech, AI, shifting client expectations, standing still is actually falling behind. The agents who thrive for decades are the ones who are committed to being lifelong learners. Whether it's a new certification or mastering a new CRM, every single skill you add pays dividends for your entire career. I want you to just let this one sink in for a moment. This is a hard truth that so many agents learn the hard way. You can have the best plan in the world, but if you're running on empty, there's no way you can execute it. Sustainability isn't a luxury, it is a strategic necessity. So let's reframe this whole idea. Rest is not the opposite of work, it's a part of the work. Setting boundaries and delegating the tasks that just drain you isn't about being lazy, it's about preserving your most valuable asset, your focus and your energy, so you can use it where it matters most, with your clients. That isn't just smart, it is incredibly profitable. All right, we have all the pieces. We have our financial targets, a business engine, a public brand, and a plan to invest in ourselves. Now, for the most critical step of all, turning this blueprint into a living, breathing reality through consistent, daily action. A plan is just a dream on paper until you actually do something. So here's how we bring it to life. First, make those goals incredibly specific. Next, write them down somewhere you will see them every single day. Third, break those huge goals into tiny daily actions. Find someone to hold you accountable, and please don't forget to celebrate your wins along the way. This is the perfect example of that first crucial step. Grow my business is a wish. Close 30 transactions and generate $450,000 in GCI. Now that is a target. You can measure it, you can track it, and you can build a real plan to hit it. Specificity creates accountability. And this is the thought I really want to leave you with. The next 12 months are going to pass no matter what. The real question is, are you going to let them just happen to you, or are you going to direct them? With a blueprint like this one, you have the power to decide exactly what you will have built a year from now. Your best year is just waiting for you. Now go claim it.